Hello, welcome to the monthly update for the month of August. In this monthly update, we're going to look at a few different things. The crypto market has been pretty crazy. There is no lack of excitement in the market. Let's look at what's been happening in the crypto market, in the state of the market. The crypto market has moved from extreme fear. Extreme fear is the fear and greed index. It's an index that goes from 0, which is extreme fear, all the way to 100, which is extreme greed. And 0 to 20 is very extreme fear. In June, we got to about 6, and it very rarely gets down to single digits. And in July, it moved from extreme fear to fear. There were a couple of days where it went from fear to neutral, and then now we are back in fear again. Ethereum Merge we've been talking about it before, it's on track for September. We'll look at more details on that. There has been a lot of on-ramps from Wall Street from an adoption perspective. At the end of the day, technology doesn't matter as long as there is no adoption, right? So adoption is the number one key in the area of blockchain. And we are continuing to see a lot of on-ramps that are built from an adoption perspective. And new Web3 fronts are continuing to launch. So let's look at the fear and greed index. And I'm going to make my video a little bit smaller so we can actually see what's going on here. So as we see here, in June of 2022, we were in the single digits, 6 or so. It has slowly climbed up, and right now, little above 40 is the fear and greed index. When we overlay it with the price of Bitcoin, we have a clear idea, and it wavers between the extreme fear to extreme greed, right? The human emotions, you can see the human emotions being played out. Earlier in July, it was more darker orangish color, and then now we are getting to the lighter orange. So the market doesn't have as much fear as we used to have. And some of the excitement is because of the Ethereum Merge. So Ethereum Merge, people have been talking about it for 4 years, and finally we're going to have the Ethereum Merge. The third and final testnet merge, it went live successfully last week. That is a big technical check mark on the way for the actual merge on the mainnet. It's up about 14% on the news. The actual merge is scheduled for September 14th or so. And there is also some talk about having a fork. So we have merge, which is the conversion of Ethereum from proof of work to proof of stake. And then there is this talk about a fork, wherein which there is going to be a separate chain, a proof of work chain, which is going to fork off of the main chain, which will still continue with the proof of work. It's been mainly driven by miners because proof of stake is good from a user perspective, but not so good from a miner's perspective. And these miners have invested a lot of money, and at the 11th hour, they want to fork off into another chain. I don't think the forked chain, the Ethereum proof of work chain, would be successful. However, we have positioned our portfolio to still be able to take advantage of this token, of the proof of work token. We'll probably immediately sell it into the market like what most participants are doing. It's more like 2 or 3% of the folks support this proof of work token. And similar to what we have seen in other forks, when Bitcoin forked into Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, or Ethereum forked into Ethereum and Ethereum Classic, getting these new tokens, the network itself still goes on for a while. That is the power of the blockchain, but we are going to be selling these tokens into the market if the fork happens and when we get the tokens. There has been a backwardation in the spot futures market. What has happened is everyone is looking forward to this merge, and people are long on the spot and short futures. That's why we have backwardation, and we took advantage of that, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Next, let's look at the active addresses versus new addresses. So if you look at active addresses, this has been the most active in pretty much the entire Ethereum history. However, most new addresses are not active, right? The number of new addresses are not increasing. And this is super bullish because there is a lot of new developments that's happening in the space. However, the wider market still hasn't caught on to the activity that is happening in the space, right? So if you look at history, January 2018, the Ethereum active addresses increases, but at the same time, new address also increases, which means that new users are coming in. Again, in July of 2019, same story. Maybe around August of 2021, right? Similar story. And now is the first time where you have a lot more active addresses, but there are not new addresses that are coming in. So maybe people are still hurt by the Ethereum price drop, and they are still licking their wounds and they're not looking at it. And this is where a lot of innovation happens. And that is also reflected in terms of the new projects that we are seeing. There are some new DeFi projects that are launching, and the development activity is not stopping. It's still continuing to go on, and allows us the opportunity to separate out the signal from the noise, to be able to focus on new projects that are launching and to be able to invest in those opportunities. Next is Wall Street adoption is continuing to expand. We heard about BlackRock. It's planning to offer crypto trading. They have a platform called Aladdin, and they are offering crypto trading. And BlackRock, right, one of the largest asset managers. Schwab is also doing a crypto related ETF, even though it doesn't touch the crypto coins as such. What they are doing is they are creating an ETF of companies that are currently associated with crypto, like things like MicroStrategy and all the Bitcoin miners. They're creating an ETF around that. So the Wall Street adoption is continuing to expand. We also have new funds that are continuing to launch. Long Hash Ventures just launched a $100 million Web3 fund. Variant Ventures, another fund, which launched $450 million fund, and specifically they've allocated $150 million for Web3 seed investments. CoinSwitch, which is an exchange out of India, they launched a $10 million Web3 accelerator fund. So the Web3 new funds are launching, and they are investing in some of the projects. Like bear market is the best time to be building companies. Even if you look at Fortune 500 companies, 68% of the Fortune 500 companies were started in a bear market, were started in a recession, because companies that start in a recession, they know how to weather tough times. If you know how to weather tough times, during fun times, it's easy. So we are excited to be participating and investing in some of the new opportunities that people are developing right now. Year-to-date performance for various assets. This is an overall look at the broader market. S&P down about 13% or so. NASDAQ down about 21%. Bitcoin down about 50%. Ethereum is down about 54%. That's the overall performance of the various assets. Correlation of different asset class. If you look at it in the last 20 days and the last 50 days, assets are more correlated. Whereas if you zoom out about 200 days or so, the correlation, you start to see more blues, because the correlation over a long period of time of different asset class are not correlated. So with that, we come to the end of our update. Please let us know how did you like the update today, and please provide us feedback on what we can improve. So with next month, the merge coming up, pretty exciting times. We'll see how the merge activity happens, and we'll see you on the next month call. Bye.